Have you ever shared something deeply personal with someone? A dream, a fear, a past mistake, only to feel that subtle, chilling shift in the air? That moment you realize the information you gave, the piece of your soul you offered, is no longer yours. That it's been taken, filed away, and can now be used against you? We've all been there. That gut-wrenching feeling of regret. But what if I told you that this isn't just about modern-day oversharing or social media blunder? What if this was a strategic error so profound, so dangerous, that one of history's most infamous political strategists dedicated a crucial part of his life's work to warning us about it? Niccolò Machiavelli, the man whose name is synonymous with cunning and practical politics, issued a stark warning about one specific piece of personal information you must guard at all costs. He didn't write this for kings and princes alone. He wrote it for anyone who wants to navigate the complex, often brutal, social hierarchies of life without being manipulated, used, or betrayed. So what is this one secret? What is the one thing you must never, ever reveal? Do you want to know the secret Machiavelli warned us to keep? Do you want to arm yourself with this ancient knowledge and protect your power? Then keep watching, because what you're about to learn will change how you interact with everyone, from your colleagues to your closest friends. To understand the warning, we have to understand the man, Niccolò Machiavelli. The name itself conjures images of shadowy corridors of power, whispered deals, and ruthless ambition. But to dismiss him as simply a villain of philosophy is to miss the entire point. Machiavelli was a realist, a pragmatist. He was exiled from his beloved Florence, tortured by the state, and forced to watch the political machinations of Italy from the sidelines. In his isolation, he did something extraordinary. He decided to document the raw, unfiltered truth about power. Not how we wish people would behave, but how they actually behave. His masterpiece, The Prince, isn't a book of moral philosophy. It's a field manual, a survival guide in a world where your allies today could be your executioners tomorrow. And within this guide, nestled amongst advice on military strategy and public perception, lies a gem of psychological insight so sharp, it can cut through the illusions we tell ourselves every day. He understood that human nature has a dark side, that envy, greed, and opportunism are not anomalies. They are features of the human operating system. And to survive, you need to understand the system. You need to know what buttons not to push, what vulnerabilities not to show. And that brings us to the one vulnerability he said you must conceal above all others. So what is it? Is it a dark secret from your past? A weakness? A fear? It's more subtle than that, and therefore more dangerous. The secret you must never reveal is your intention before you have achieved your desired outcome. Let me say that again. Never reveal your intention, your goal, your ambition, your plan, before you have successfully accomplished it. Machiavelli wrote, and I'm paraphrasing here, "Men judge more by their eyes than by their hands." Everyone sees what you appear to be, few experience what you really are. He's telling us that people are superficial. They judge by appearance, by results. They see the finished painting and applaud. They rarely stick around to see the messy sketches, the discarded drafts, the paint-stained struggles of the artist. When you reveal your intention, I'm going to start a business. I'm writing a book. I'm going to get in shape. I'm going to go for that promotion. You are inviting the world to judge you on a promise, on a potential future outcome that does not yet exist. You are opening a gap, a dangerous chasm between what you say you will do and what you have not yet done. And in that gap, something toxic breeds. Machiavelli knew this. He knew that in that gap, you find three devastating forces. First, envy. People are comfortable with you as you are. Your ambition threatens their complacency. Your declaration of a brighter future holds up a mirror to their own abandoned dreams. And often, it's easier for them to drag you back down into the familiar than to be inspired to climb up with you. Second, opposition. The moment you state an intention, you make yourself a target. Those who are content with the status quo, or those who want the same thing you do, now see you as a rival. They now have time to mount a defense, to undermine you, to throw obstacles in your path before you've even taken your first step. And third, the loss of awe. Achieving something great is powerful, but announcing it beforehand and then achieving it is predictable. You rob yourself of the impact. That moment of stunning revelation, of surprising everyone, is gone. You traded the explosive power of a revealed masterpiece for the weak currency of a promise. Your intention is your most valuable strategic asset. It is the map to your treasure. Why on earth would you show that map to anyone else before the treasure is safely in your hands? This isn't just 16th century advice. This is deeply rooted in modern psychology. When you tell someone your goal, studies have shown that your brain can trick itself into feeling like it's already been accomplished. That hit of dopamine you get from their positive reaction can actually reduce your motivation to do the actual hard work required. You've already been rewarded for the idea. The execution feels like a chore. But more than that, it's about social dynamics. Think about it. That coworker you casually tell, "I'm gunning for the manager's position." You thought you were being transparent, but what you did was hand them a weapon. Now they can subtly sabotage your work in meetings, hoard crucial information from you, or go to the current boss and question your commitment. They have been armed with your intention. That family member you tell, "I'm finally going to quit my job and be an artist." You expect support, but instead, you're met with a barrage of practical advice and worry that feels like 1,000 tiny anchors, pulling you back to shore before you've even set sail. Their intention might not even be malicious. It might be genuine concern, but the effect is the same. It creates resistance. Even with friends, sharing a dream is a vulnerable act, but sharing it too early, before you have any results to show, often leads to polite smiles and empty good lucks that feel hollow. You can sense their doubt, and that doubt can become a seed of doubt in your own mind. Machiavelli's warning is about self-preservation. It's about understanding that information is power and personal information is personal power. To give it away freely is to disarm yourself in a world that is not always playing by the rules of kindness. So if we shouldn't reveal our intentions, what should we do? Are we supposed to live in secretive, paranoid isolation? No, not at all. The alternative is not silence. It is action. Machiavelli isn't telling you to stop having ambitions. He's telling you to stop talking about them. He's commanding you to start working on them. Replace declaration with demonstration. Replace promises with proof. Replace your words with your work. Become a silent architect. Build in private. Let the first time anyone hears about your business be when the website is live. Let the first time they hear about your book be when the manuscript is complete. Let the first time they hear about your promotion be when you're sitting in the new office. This does two things. One, it protects you from the envy, opposition, and doubt we talked about. You operate under the radar, free from external resistance. And two, it transforms the energy you would have wasted on talking into fuel for doing. That motivational spark that makes you want to tell someone. Channel it directly into action. Use it to write one more page, to make one more sales call, to do one more rep at the gym. Let your results be your announcement. Let your success be your voice. There is no argument against a result. There is no envy that can take away a finished accomplishment. There is no opposition that can undermine a fait accompli, a thing that is already done. The power shifts entirely to you. Instead of asking for permission or validation, you are presenting a reality. And that is a power that commands respect, not just empty praise. Machiavelli's warning is timeless because human nature is timeless. We haven't changed that much in 500 years. We still navigate a world of social bonds and social threats. Your intention is your secret. It is the sacred blueprint of your future self. Guard it not out of paranoia, but out of wisdom. Protect it not because you distrust everyone, but because you respect your dream. Enough not to expose it to elements that could harm it. Be shrewd. Be strategic. Be silent until the work is done. Let the world see the final, magnificent painting and leave them in awe of the artist who created it, seemingly out of nowhere. If this perspective resonated with you, if it revealed something about the game of power we all play, then do me a favor. Hit the like button. It helps this channel more than you know. And subscribe to The Dark Strategist, because we dive deep into the wisdom of the ages to help you live a more powerful, conscious life today. But most importantly, I want you to think, what is one intention, one goal that you've been talking about? And what would happen if, starting today, you stopped talking and just started doing? Share your thoughts in the comments below, but maybe, just maybe, keep the specifics of your plan to yourself. Stay powerful. Until next time.